Bismillahi walhamdulillahi wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah amma ba'd. In this video we are going to study the next topic of this book, which is Ihram, as mentioned on page number 3 in the book, whose link has been mentioned in the description. Ihram, or being in the state of Ihram for performing the rites of Hajj, is a Rukn. And if you remember from the introduction, the first video in which we said that Rukn is something without which, if it is left out, the Hajj would become invalid, null and void. So entering the state of Ihram is a Rukn, it's a must, without which the Hajj would be null and void. Right. So we would we would explain here two topics, which is, the first one is entering the state of Ihram, which has been numbered by the letter A, and then in B, Wujoob of entering the Ihram from the Miqat. These are the two topics that we are going to discuss and explain in this video, inshallah. As for the prohibitions in the state of Ihram, we are going to make a separate video for it. Entering the state of Ihram. Why is it that we are constantly saying state of Ihram and not saying the clothes of Ihram? That is because there is a misconception that Ihram is the name of these two pieces of cloth. These two white pieces of cloth, these are the Ihram. The truth is that Ihram is rather the name of a state which one enters to perform Hajj or Umrah, in which particular things become impermissible upon you. It's the name of a state in which particular things become impermissible. Ihram is from the root ahrama, which means to enter into sanctity or into hurma or into prohibition. So this is the name of entering into a state in which things become impermissible, and it is not the name of those two pieces of cloth. Which is why if one intends to exit his ihram after finishing his sa'i, for example, he does not need to remove his clothes in order to exit the ihram. Rather, when he shaves his head, for example, he exits the ihram. And if he wants to enter the state of ihram again, for example for his hajj, while he's wearing the same clothes, there is no harm in that, because he exited the state of ihram by shaving his head, and removing the clothes or to wear them or to keep wearing them, it has got nothing to do with the state of ihram. Likewise, one can change as many pairs of these pieces of cloth as he wants, because changing them does not mean that he exits the state of ihram or he enters a new state of ihram. Rather, he will remain in the state of ihram even when he changes his clothes. The second point, or the second topic that we are going to explain in this video, is the Wujoob, the obligation of entering the ihram from Miqat. What exactly is Miqat? Miqat is the place from which it is obligatory upon someone who intends to perform Hajj or Umrah. It is obligatory upon him to enter the state of Ihram from that place. The Prophet ﷺ specified a few places for particular people, or for people who come from those directions. He specified for them places from where they must enter into the state of Ihram if they intend to perform Hajj or Umrah. If one does not intend to perform Hajj or Umrah, he can pass by those places without being in the state of Ihram, no harm. But if someone is coming to Mecca, he has commenced his journey to Mecca in order to perform Hajj or Umrah, and he passes by those places, he must pass those places in the state of Ihram. What are those places? As mentioned in the hadith of Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma, that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam made Dhul-Hulaifa Miqat for Medina, Al-Juhfa the Miqat for Sham, Qarn-al-Manazil the Miqat for the people of Najd, and Yalamlam the Miqat for the people of Yemen. And then the Prophet ﷺ said, Hunna lahunna waliman ata alayhinna min ghayri ahlihinna mimman arada al-hajj wal-umrah. That these are the Miqat or the Mawaqit, these are the places where they must enter the state of Ihram, for the people who live there, and the people who come to these places, to these Mawaqit, those people who are not from the people of Yalamlam, Qarn-al-Manazil, Juhfa, Dhul-Hulaifa, but they come from outside, they also, their miqat is also these places. ومن كان دون ذلك فمن حيث أنشأ حتى أهل مكة من مكة أو كما قال صلى الله عليه وسلم. That as for those people who live inside the boundaries of miqat, like the people of Jeddah, so they will enter the state of Ihram. Where is it obligatory upon them to enter the state of Ihram? From the places they make a firm intention to do Hajj and Umrah and commence the journey, that's the place they must wear their Ihram. So the people of Jeddah would wear their Ihram and enter into the state of Ihram from their homes. And even Ahlu Makkah, even the people of Makkah will do that from their homes. That is for the Hajj. As for the Umrah, it is mentioned in another hadith of Aisha radiallahu anha that the people of Makkah, when they intend to do Umrah, they must go out of the boundaries of the haram and then enter into the state of Ihram. So this is the concept of miqat, and this is the explanation of these two topics. Wallahu ta'ala a'lam wa sallallahu sallam ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.